All right, so I have time to do one, and I'm happy to do that one with you if you want to, but if you don't, I'm fine with that too.
It'd be nice to get rid of it.
All right, come on up, give her a hand. I don't know which chair is the change chair for you, so you can take your pick. All right. So Karen, let's just start from the top. Okay, and so what I mean by that is, I know what you said when you were over here, and I have a little bit of a sense, because I kind of came in late, about what happened over there. So just as you're sitting here right now, as you understand it, what would you like to work through?
I would like to make learning easy, learning and retaining easy.
Okay, so learning's been hard for you?
With coming here and the information that we were given to learn, it's not sticking.
It's not sticking.
So when I test myself, the answers aren't coming out right.
Okay, so when does this happen? Like?
Today, I was practicing and...
Where were you?
Up in my room.
Okay, so you're up in your... Okay, that's good. So you're up...
looking at it.
Okay, this is good. See, she's associating. Okay. So I'm just going to call a timeout here, and I'm going to do everything I know how to do so that you work this thing through.
Okay.
Okay, and are you...
That would be great.
You're in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just do a little timeout here. So the one thing that's happening already, yeah, it's really good, is that I could have done more languaging stuff, but I really want to kind of just show you the swish pattern, because there was some really good openings in there to do some things. The key thing that we want to get now is a specific context. So she's starting to do it, so I just wanted to point this out for those of you that aren't as familiar with this model. We've got to get a specific context, and as you started to see, she's actually describing where the desk is. She's in it. So you're in your room, okay, and you're sitting at your desk.
Yeah, looking out the window.
And you're looking out the window. So, all right, so when you're sitting at the desk and you're looking out the window, if you were just going to kind of walk me through this, what happens next?
Okay, so I've got the test paper, and I've got no answers on it, so I'm putting the answers on the paper that I think are right, and then at the end of that I check the answers against what I've written and it's not right.
All of them?
Some of them.
Some of them aren't right. What does that mean about the others?
They're right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I just stop you here for a second? You're studying for a test.
Yeah.
Now, when you think about the purpose of studying, if you knew that you got them all right all the time, would there be any reason in studying?
Yeah, because you're learning.
Really?
Good. Yeah.
But if you know them all?
If I knew them all?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't need to learn them.
Exactly. You just hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
So you're in the process of learning things and some of the things you know and some you don't.
I mean, I've been working on these for 2 months. They're all there somewhere.
I get that.
Oh, so...
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But obviously, they're not all there when you want them, and that's why you're continuing to study.
Yes.
So the idea of studying is there's certain things that you don't know.
Yes.
That you're wanting to, and you're wanting to find out what do you know, and what don't you know.
Yeah.
So what you're discovering right now are the areas that you don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you see, and isn't that kind of the point of studying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking. I mean, that's what it seems like to me. It's like, you figure out what you know, what you don't know, and then you study the stuff that you don't know. So you're identifying what you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's better than not identifying it.
I suppose.
Well,
I want to know it.
I know. I know. I get that.
Yeah.
So when you get to something, and when you're at that point, and you look at what you wrote down, and then you look at, I guess what you had in advance written down, and you see that they're different, what happens?
Oh, I get this feeling here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you call that?
Frustration, annoyance.
And when you get, that right there. Okay. You just did the hardest part.
Great.
You did.
Good.
You did. Because I'll just point this out to you, and then I think you'll understand what's happening. Okay? And I want you to really listen to what I'm going to say, because it might actually help.
I'm sure it will.
Okay? See, if you're already if what happens then, if you get in a state of frustration and annoyance, okay, the only way you could ever retrieve that information is to be in that state.
I don't like
It's like, I'm going to really get myself feeling miserable so I can see if I can remember that. And then you're not resourceful, so then it's hard to remember it.
Yep.
So can you see? That's very good. Can you see that if you are frustrated and you're annoyed when you see that there's a mismatch there between what you did in advance and what you wrote down, that's not going to help you learn easily?
Yeah, I can see that.
You can see that. Okay, so we've got agreement on that one.
Yeah.
All right, time out. You're doing great. You're doing great. Okay, so, as I like to say to folks, what you get paid the big bucks to do is to stalk the wild synesthesia. We have found the wild synesthesia. Okay, so it's at that moment, and she was like dead on. You're doing good.
Yeah.
You're doing good. Okay?
Yeah.
Just breathe. And once we have that, we're kind of in really good shape. Now, I can check a couple other things, which I'm going to check, but we're basically where we need to be, because now I know what to attach the resource to. Okay? I just want to ask you one other question.
Yeah.
When you see that what you had done in advance doesn't match what you wrote, what does that actually look like?
Wrong. It's not congruent. It's wrong.
Wrong. And what does wrong and not congruent look like?
Well, it's not the right answer, so it looks wrong.
Okay. And when it looks wrong, what happens to you then?
Oh, I get.
It's the same thing. I just wanted to check.
Yeah, annoyed and
Okay. Time out. That's all I want. I just wanted to check one other thing. Okay, we're good. So now it really is true. You have done the hardest part. Very good. I really mean that.
Okay.
Okay. So what we've got is what we need to attach the resource to. This is really about when we learn, the one thing that we know for sure is that when we learn, there's going to be times, the only way we can learn is if we discover a mismatch between what we think we could know and what we actually do. Okay. And that's the process you go through. And then usually there are mistakes that you make along the way. But it has to do with how you feel about the mistakes that you're making.
Oh, okay.
Because if I could tell you this, and I could really tell you this, and I could be 100% honest with you, and if I showed you a technical analysis of what I've been doing today, I could show you all kinds of mistakes I've made that I'm sure of. That probably if I watch them the next time, I'll still make a few, but I'll probably make some corrections. So it kind of has to do with how you feel about what you end up seeing so that you can continue learning easily.
Okay.
And you're learning that, right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Well, I don't understand why I don't remember it.
Oh, that's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
To really think about why you're not remembering it. Can I just, yeah. It's like, how's it been working for you, Karen? That's always like, that's like, you get yourself in a shitty state and then you go, why? That one always works.
Okay, good point.
It's like you're in a house, there's, it's burning down, there's flames all around you, and you go, you know what, but what's really important is I need to figure out why.
No, you get out of there.
Say that again?
You get out of there.
You get out of there.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
You get out of there.
Yeah.
Okay? And then there can be a point where why will get answered, but not when you're in that state. It won't work.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so, time out. So what we have is the front half of a swish pattern right now, and all I'm doing is some transition stuff to get ready for us to go into the outcome. So now we're going to get into the outcome side, which is kind of more like the cheerleader side. So I'm going to end up being dreadfully American here on this one. But you seem to work pretty well with that. You seem to, energetically, that seems to kind of work for you, it seems like. You can get high energy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I want you to consider something. If you were the person for whom that issue is just no longer a problem anymore, right, how would you be?
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, fantastic? Like fantastic?
No, it'd be really good.
It'd be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you actually are going to see you, Karen, who no longer has that issue, and she knows it. She is just responding differently to the situation. And in fact, she's been responding differently for quite some time now. You know, so it's like, it's just not an issue. It's done. What would she look like if you were looking at her? You know, almost like walking down the hall or something like that. If you were like an observer and you were watching her, what would she look like?
Not sure.
You get to pick. Okay? You're going to feel like you're making it up.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
There's nothing there.
I know, yet. Okay? There will be something there. Okay? It will be you.
Okay.
Who you're becoming, but not yet.
Okay.
Okay? So literally, if you were going to get an image of you, you know, and you are feeling fantastic. Okay? And think about like if you knew that you had overcome that issue. And if you weren't, that was a start there. That was good. And if you weren't feeling frustrated, and if you weren't feeling annoyed, and if learning wasn't hard, how would you be?
Oh.
Yeah. What's that?
I'm just getting all this new stuff, and it's integrating, and I'm feeling connected, and it's...
You're getting
wow.
yes,
Yeah.
and your eyes are lighting up.
Yeah.
Now, if you saw Karen with her eyes lighting up,
Yeah.
and she's like, I'm getting all this new stuff, and it's integrating, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
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 Now, okay, now how's that feeling?
Much better.
I bet, I can see that. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna get better.
Oh, good.
Now, when you see her that way,
Yeah.
okay, got that one? She's like learning new things. She's integrating. She's connecting with the information. And it's almost like she can't even say it. It's just like, wow. It's like that, right?
Yeah.
That, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
What do you think would be the skills or abilities that she would have had to have gotten to that point? Given what the issue had been. What are like the things that she had there? What's going through your mind there?
So she's learned a way of
Right.
remembering and retaining information that is really resourceful and integrated and connected and useful, and it feels great.
Okay, so she's learned ways, new ways of remembering the information in ways that maybe she hadn't done before.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what those ways are. But
I know. But you know what? She might.
Okay.
Okay? All I know is frustration and annoyance doesn't know the way.
Okay.
That I can tell you. Okay? Frustration and annoyance don't know how to remember things. Okay? They're not going to work. Okay? So when you look at her over here, and it's the oh wow, you know,
wow.
it's the wow. It's like that one right there. Right. And I want you to think about now, I want you to really think about this for a second. Like, given the fact that there is this process called learning, and she is learning new things, and sometimes there's times when she might make a mistake or she might realize that something's not quite right, what would she have to have as an ability or a way of thinking about things that would allow her to move beyond all of that?
So again, you lost me.
Yeah, it's kind of like we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm cool with that.
You are?
Yeah. But I like to get it right too.
Yeah. What? Making mistakes, you mean?
I learn from my mistakes. That's good.
You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can say that with a smile. So you're learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
You're sure about that?
I hope I am.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said it's all up there, right?
Yeah.
So you, so even in the days like what happened this morning, you've been learning
Yes.
from your mistakes.
Yeah.
You're sure about that?
I'm hoping.
You're hoping. Well, what about her?
Yeah, she's good at it.
Thank you. Time out. This is good. So now we really do have two separate things. And obviously when she's in the state that we started with, no, she doesn't have the ability to do it. But when you look at her, do you think she's going to like figure it out?
Yeah, no, she's good.
How do you know that?
Oh, she just has got it. She's integrated,
She's got it.
she's connected, she's Yeah.
But like, she makes a mistake though, and she misses something.
But that's feedback. That's okay.
It's feedback.
Yeah.
It popped out that time. See, this is the difference. So I'll just do a timeout. You're doing great. How you feeling, by the way?
Better.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so this is the difference between what happens with the state. She's got, the beliefs are going to be different. This feedback thing, where did that come from? The state. Okay, and this is who you're going to become.
Thank you.
And it's going to be automatic, and it's going to be easy, and you're going to learn how to do it.
Great.
And I mean that, because we're kind of like pretty much there.
Oh, good.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I want you to do. Okay? I want you to go ahead and take a look at her. And I want you to think, just for the fun of it, is there anything else when you look at her that you would go, you know what, let's put some other stuff in there? Yeah, you get to pick.
Yeah, okay. Oh, she wants to have fun.
She wants to have fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah, energy.
And energy.
Yeah, good energy.
So are you seeing her moving around there?
Well, she's sort of, in this picture, she's got that twinkle in her eye, and she's connected and integrated, but there's an energy that's useful.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So she's got the twinkle in her eye.
Yeah.
But she's got like that kind of energy, yeah. It's kind of down here, and it's useful. I like that you said that. It's useful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you're seeing that in her, right? And are you also seeing? And she likes to have fun.
Yeah, she likes to have fun.
And are you also seeing in her somebody who really knows that she has overcome something that really was kind of a challenge for her, and how she feels about herself, knowing that? There's probably been times in your life, as you think back on it now, when, you know, as you think back on it now, you just got one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you add that in there and you see her with that, that's really good. What is that? That's got some depth.
Yeah. It's, life's journeys, I suppose. It's that learning along the way.
It's that what?
Learning.
Yeah. Here you go. Do you need that?
Yeah.
But that was good. That's awesome. See, this is what you feel like when you're integrated. You're feeling all of you now, and all the depth that goes with it. And when you add that into this person who, number one, she likes to have fun.
Yeah.
Yes. And, you know, she is learning new things. And she's on life's journey.
Yeah, it's good.
And it is good, isn't it? Now, I want to ask you something. What do you think is going to work better? All of this or frustration and annoyance?
I want that one.
Yeah, I bet you do. Okay. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing really good.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'll just check. Anything else you want to see in her? What else? Looks like there is. Just check.
Yeah, I think she likes that connectedness. Is that in there? I'm not sure.
Well, how would you know that it is in there? I'll make it easy for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So when you are feeling connected, what's that like?
It's just really good.
And I'm sure there's times maybe when you're with your family or, you know, people that you love, stuff like that, where you feel that feeling, right? So when you have that feeling right there, right? Go ahead and see her with that. You know, so there's more to her life than just that one thing too. It's like there's all these other people, and she has that feeling of feeling connected, and it can be connected to all kinds of things, right?
Cool.
Got that?
Yep.
You're liking that?
Yeah.
And she can still have fun.
Yeah.
Got the spark. She's got the sparkle in her eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's got that useful kind of energy.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Useful.
Yes. Now I want you to go ahead and make that picture life size. So you're looking right at this person, this woman who you're becoming.
Okay.
Still got the sparkle?
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, yeah.
What's funny? What's funny?
Oh, well, she's looking at me.
She is, isn't she? Yeah, well, just wait. Okay, so what I want you to do, and you're going to feel a shift with this, but it's just temporary, okay? I want you to take that life-size image of the woman who you're becoming, and I want you to shrink it down so it's about a tiny little, almost like postage stamp. Okay? And I'm going to want you now to go ahead, I want you to put yourself, you're at your desk.
Yeah.
Yep, you're at your desk.
Yep.
And right in the middle of that picture is going to be that little image of who you're becoming.
Teeny weeny.
It's teeny weeny. It's like right there. Yeah, it's teeny weeny. But you can see it.
Yeah.
And you know it's there.
It's a mini me.
Yeah, it's a mini you. And what I'm going to want you to do in a moment, not yet, but in a moment, I'm going to want you to imagine that whole situation that you had been in, along with that little mini you, zooming all the way out to the horizon. That's right. So far out that everything just collapses into almost like a tiny little dot. Yep, but it's stretched way out, just like that slingshot that you'd seen in the video. In a moment, I'm going to let go of that. And what's going to start to come toward you is going to be that image of that mini you that's going to get bigger and bigger and brighter. Here it goes. It's going to start to come closer and closer. That's bigger and brighter and bigger and brighter and bigger and brighter until it's just right up in front of you. That's right. And you are face to face with the woman who you're becoming now. Yeah. That's what you're looking for, just a little shift like that. You know, kind of blown back. She's got some energy, doesn't she? Yeah! So how are you feeling right now?
Different.
I bet you are. Now, we're going to do this so that it is totally automatic. In fact, it's going to be so automatic, you are going to be able to do it. Not yet. We're going to practice a couple times. But it will literally happen in the blink of an eye.
Okay.
And then you won't ever have to think about it because it's going to happen automatically.
Cool.
All right? And I promise you that.
Okay.
Okay? So what I want you to do, you put yourself at your desk. You got the you're looking at the test with this stuff. And you might even see that there's a mismatch there, right there. And right in the middle there is mini you. That's it. Zoom the whole thing away until it's a tiny little dot. And like a slingshot, it's going to come roaring towards you. It's going to get closer and closer and bigger and brighter and bigger and brighter. You're going to be looking right at that image of you with all this quality. She's got the sparkle in her eye. It's like, wow. She's on life's journey.
That's good.
Yeah. And she's got that useful energy. Okay? How's that?
Nice.
Yeah. We're going to do this a few more times, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So you're sitting at your desk. You know what? You know, you thought, I'm doing my best, and you realize, oh man, yeah, it's wrong. And you see that little image, mini you. That's right, that's right. You zoom the whole thing away and right up. Right. It's kind of surprising you a little bit, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you're doing good. It's going to get faster, so you better get ready.
Okay.
Okay?
This is fun.
I bet it is.
It's like a roller coaster.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're sitting at your desk. You see something's wrong. Mini you, all the way out. Kind of faster, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Be careful. You keep thinking about that. You know what's going to happen. That's how fast your unconscious mind can learn.
Oh, wow.
You just experienced it.
Cool.
And we're going to do a couple more things to check a couple other situations out, but we've pretty well, you got this one happening. So once again, I want you to you're in your room.
Okay.
There's something wrong. You know what to do. Just take a breath. That's right. Just I'm serious. Just let it kind of settle in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of overwhelming, isn't it? Yeah. How's your body feeling right now?
Just totally wow. Energy and.
Yeah. Just let yourself be with that. Just for a little. Right. Just that's right. That's really good. See, yeah, you're connecting.
Okay.
That's you. This is you. Like being you?
It's cool.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. We're going to do this just a couple more times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, that was the first check, but we'll do another one. We'll do it again. Okay. And you remember what your unconscious mind remembers what I told you. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, it did. And that's right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
It's going to do it this time.
Okay.
Okay? You look down, you see something's wrong. Yeah. Notice what happens. Were you expecting that?
Not that.
Not that what?
Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising, isn't it?
Mm.
That's because it wants to help you and it knows what to do now.
Mm.
Okay? There's going to be time, and I am sure about this because this is how learning goes. And I don't know what the life journey thing was for you, but I know it was deep. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly, if you approach anything else like you have in life, mm-hmm. you know you're going to be okay. If you approach it like that and you look at where you are, okay. That's exactly right. Mm. Right? Yep. So there could be times when you might be like studying for the test and you might realize, oh damn, there's something wrong. Mm-hmm. 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 That's the power of your unconscious mind.
That's good, hey?
It is. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting the idea now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want you to think about maybe it's tomorrow.
Okay.
And let's do this. You take a look at, you decide, okay, I'm going to do a little more studying.
Okay.
Yeah, good. All right, time out. So you just hang with that for a little bit, okay? It looks like you're kind of okay right now with that.
Good.
Yeah. So the idea is you're looking at whether you've got the automatic response. Now, what I did was I double checked and I said to her, I asked your unconscious mind, made a suggestion to your unconscious mind earlier. Here's what I did. I made a suggestion to your unconscious mind earlier about what it can do. Remember that? I said, I made a suggestion to your unconscious mind about what it can do. And then when I said that, this is the reply I got back. And I said, that's right. And that's when she started getting really surprised. Okay?
I'm curious.
I bet you are. Well, that's a great state to be learning in, isn't it?
Fun.
So you're working on your test and you're curious.
Yeah.
Yep. And you take a look and you know what? Oh, I can't do it that fast anymore. Yeah. Do you see that? It's totally automatic, totally consistent. It's in. I mean, there's nothing she can actually do about it at this point.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But enjoy it.
Yeah, well.
So think about maybe, later tomorrow, and you have a little bit of time, and you go, maybe I'll check and see how I'm doing, that kind of thing. Now, this will be the big one. I want you to actually, you sit down, and I want you to actually doubt that you've made this change. When you sit down and you look, I want you to actually try it. You know what? I doubt it. I know what kind of a mess I was feeling before, right? And I want you to really try and get into that. And I want you to notice what happens. And really, that's right. Really try. Come on now. Come on now. I know. I know. It's so hopeless. And you know what's going to happen. You're unconscious. That's right. Oh, you had to check. You're a checker. Oh, those clients that are checkers, they try to sneak a couple more in when everybody's, just kind of chilling, and she's like, yeah, go ahead, check. Yeah. See.
I want to make sure it's there.
I understand. That's right. You did it again, didn't you? You're pretty good at the sneaky checking stuff. Yeah, right. Well, this is called sneaky change, and when it sneaks up on you, it becomes slippery change, and there's nothing you can do because it just is there and it's gone, and you're already feeling better, aren't you?
Yeah. Much better, thank you.
Yep. Good for now?
Fantastic, thank you.
There you go. Give her a hand. You're so welcome. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so that's the swish pattern. Now, I'll just say this, and I'll just say this based on what, oh yeah, swish pattern's like a little, just for like a little something. See, when she tapped into that one, a couple sets of feelings there, and she had all that depth and the rest of her body was included, that's going to create a huge shift over time also. This is going to go way past taking a test. It's going to go way into any time in the past when she might have been annoyed or frustrated with the idea that maybe she did something wrong, it wasn't right. And if you don't believe me, think of something like that in the past where you felt that way, and you're going to notice what happens this time. Oh boy. What'd you say?
Just trying to think of something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
You know what the problem is now? What's that?
It's all good.
I know. Well, you're drawing a blank on that. See, now that part of your brain has something to do.
Cool.
I know. Go ahead. Try and find one like that. But you know what? That just means more time to study.
Cool.
And you know what happens when you study, right? Good on you. Good on you. Okay. So any questions? Anything you want to go over with that? It's really okay to talk about because this is so integrated and so wired in. She's good to go. So anything you weren't sure about? Pretty clear? And this is, you're optimal. I mean, that response is optimal. I mean, when you see that, and it's like, does that create a conviction? Yes. And can you see, as a pattern, when I say it's a cheerleader pattern, it's all about building as many possible things into that image. So you're anchoring all of these other things to this image. And it's like every time the person experiences what had been the trigger, the very thing that had been creating the problem creates the whole new direction and the whole new self-image. So it's not a bad exchange. So no questions? I think we'll probably call it an evening right here. And then we'll have you guys come back in the morning, have you do a swish pattern with each other. Okay, so you'll have time to integrate it. You got a picture in your mind of what it looks like.